Yeah. Come on. Welcome.
Good afternoon. Sean Higgs coming at you. It's midday money on a Sunday. Wrapping up the week. Here we go. Hope everybody's doing all right here this morning, this afternoon, this evening, wherever you are, what time it is. Welcome on into the show. Here you go. We're on Twitter. At Mr. Sean Higgs. Come give it a follow. Plays are posted as always right out of the gate on the Twitter world there. So come say hello. You're on the YouTubes. Sean Higgs. Winners, whiners, picks, and parlays. Let's go. Thumb it up. Comment section open. Subscribe to the YouTube channels. You don't want to miss out. You don't want to listen. Football's right around the corner. Look Headlines is back. You know. Here we go. Stretch run to the end of the year. Right, we have a Hall of Fame game in 11 days. College is what? 34 days away? Something along those lines, right? That's, 40. What do we got here? 34 days. 34 days. Little over a month. And as always, iHeartRadio with the podcast form. If you're into podcast land, iHeartRadio's got the midday money. Look at Line Show. Come say hello. Put some picks out in the comments section. They're in the comments section. We're ready to go. Look at this. We got comments already. Look at this. Winning free picks. We love Higgs. Thank you. Picks Parlays. Thank you. I don't love this guy. Who are all these people? Well, they're all the channels, so you know that. Winning free picks, picks and parlays, winners and whiners, Sean Higgs. Another day, another dollar, and you know how it is. It's a pitcher day today. We'll get to that in just 1 second. We'll get to JK. So not be afraid to come back on the Mets today. I'm annoyed. Actually, I'm not annoyed myself. Had the Reds on Friday. I took the Mets yesterday. I thought they'd hit Nick Martinez. I don't know if I want to run and take the Mets today. I don't know about that. Abbott's been pretty good. He's been pretty good. And here come the banners with the plays because we got them coming up in the comment section. But here we go. Yes, a 2-2 with Major League Baseball here. 168 and 158 plus $1,080 here. A bunch of totals today. Now we were talking. Well, we weren't talking, but the comment section, our guy Renard was like, "What do you think? Pitcher day today?" I don't think so. I guess it could be a pitcher day if they're going to get hit. Because I like the over here, Pirates and the White Sox here. Real fast here. So we got the Giants and Jays warming up. I thought about an under 8.5 here in this game. I kind of like the Giants for the first 5 with Robbie Ray here, believe it or not. If you want to do that, I could do a Giant first 5 here with Ray. I think they get Barrios. Orioles and Rays. Trevor Rogers has been really good. I saw his total outs with 15.5. The guy goes 6 innings every start. I know he had a bad start. He gave up 3 runs a couple innings versus the Rays, but he's been. Listen, when he came up with Florida, I was like, oh boy, he looks like he's going to be a good pitcher. Again, I was talking about the MLB draft the other day. How these first-round picks. This guy was a first-round pick. And in 2021, again, a long time ago, when was he? So 23 years old. He came up 25 games, 25 starts, 7.8, a 2.64 ERA, 157 Ks, 133 innings. Next year, he got worked a little bit, which you expect, right? He, career high innings, and then he gets rocked. Then he's injured, and then the comeback does not go well here in Miami. Gets beat up Miami, gets beat up in Baltimore last year. He looks good. This guy. I like him. So that being said, I sort of like the total outs for him in that game there. But back to the other games here. Those I just brought those up because they were starting. Pirates and Sox over. We've seen nothing but runs in this series. And I said, what I said, sort of like, yeah, under. You want to go under these guys? Sure. Yeah. Nope. We'll go over to 9. Cleveland the same. Against the A's. 7.5. And the Cleveland team, maybe they always have problems scoring runs anyway. Not lately. Not lately. The A's bullpen is even coming out of the break with some extra rest does not look good. We'll go over 7.5. And Seattle 6.5. All right. You know I love Hunter Brown. He's been fabulous. You know I'm a big Woo guy. 6.5. No, thank you. I got to go over on principle. No thanks. Ruby props yesterday. We go 3-9 with the Ruby props. We lose a little bit. Listen, 3 winners get us 500, but we lost 900. So it was a little loser overall there. We go down 4 bills, 62 and 127. We're still up 11-40 here with RBI props. Arizona today, like the Diamondbacks, Perdomo plus 190, Suarez 130, and Del Castillo plus 190 against Mikolos. There you go. Enjoy. Timberell says, yes, they stunk. Bounce back today. A bunch of unders and dogs today. Yeah, like I said, I went 2-2 yesterday with premiums. Had the giant under 6-3. I thought, 4-3. I was hanging on by a thread, and they get 3 runs in the bottom of the 8th there at Toronto. Mets run line totally collapsed. Yankee over, never in doubt. Seattle, I guess never in doubt, but one day at a time. Having, again, 65% run for the month. Not just this month. I mean, the last 30 days overall. So one day at a time, Jim. You're going to have a bad day. It happens. You're having a great year. It's all right. You can have a bad day. Ninja likes me over strikeouts. Minus 170. Now, right off the bat, I'm going to say no to the minus 170. You know that. I do like the Mariners on, to win today. Rooker for a walk plus 135. Let's see. Rooker for a walk here, huh? Now, I don't really want walks from Rooker. I got over 31 home runs for the Cat. On the season, 44 walks. 3 intentional. It's plus 135, Gary, so I can't really say no to it. Maybe they try to pitch around them in the lineup one time. And Gavin Williams is he walks the guy. 57 walks in 97 innings. I'm going to say yes. I'll say yes to this. Plus 135 with a guy who has basically 60 walks in 90 innings. So this is, what is my opinion, WNBA rant? Yeah, oh, please. Well, I tweeted that yesterday. Your league has lost money for 30 years. You don't make any money. What, pay us what you owe us. I mean, you shouldn't be getting paid. I mean, nobody's watching you. The league is not making money. No, the ridiculous stuff they should get paid what the men get paid. We know that's just. Is it their hormones? I mean, really? How do you say you get paid what the men get paid? Nobody watches your league like the NBA. NBA has a huge TV deal. You don't. NBA has been around, 100 years, basically? Not 100 years, you know what I'm saying. I mean, been around on TV for a long time. Where's the revenue coming from the WNBA? It's subsidized The NBA uses it as a tax write-off. They make so much money. You got private jets now. Come on. Kevin says, hit the like button. Thank you, Kevin. Wu had 4 runs in the last game, though. I still like Wu. That being said, 6.5, you got to give me the over. I'm a Wu guy. I'm a Hunter Brown guy, but I'm going over it. JK's in house. Richard. Good to see Richard here. Arizona minus 2.5 is plus 240. I can do Diamondbacks are hitting. Diamondbacks coming out of the break. Look at this. Giants already on the board 1-0 first 5. There you go. Maybe you grabbed it and just mentioned it. Arizona needed this series over St. Louis, right? They're kind of in the same boat record-wise for the wild card hunt. You know, I should word it that way. The Cardinals were ahead of them. And they're still sitting ahead of them. You sweep them here, you pick up another game there. 4.5 back for Arizona. You needed to win the series. 2-1's okay. A 3-0 sweep would be fabulous. Move up another game on a team ahead of you. That's all you can do. 2.5. I'll go for the good plus money. White Sox money line against Haney. Give me the over in that. I got the over right here in the chat. There it is. Pirates over 9. Cincy today versus. I'm not gonna say no to Abbott. I like Abbott. The Mets. Not a lot of life coming out of the All-Star break, but yeah, plus 240. I'm in. Plus 2. I knew exactly plus 240. Lauren's in the house. Good to see Lauren here. Who will be better, Jets or the Steelers? I think the Jets. I think they have. I don't have to think. I got their schedule here because I was talking about the other day. 3, 4, 5, 6 games at 5 games at plus 1.5, 1 game at minus 1.5, 1 game at minus 2.5. That's versus Cleveland. So they're projected as dogs in 15 games. All right. Listen, week 1, I like the Jets at home plus 3. So you want Jets plus 3 right out of the gate? Sure. So I'm running off these 7 games where there's 1.5. I know there's a 2 there with Cleveland, but whatever the case may be, it's still 7 games, which are basically coin flips. You get lucky and you hit 5 of those. You're gonna get over your win total of 5.5. The 6.5 wins for them is plus 115. And I know with Pitt, Tomlin never has a losing record. The guy just wins all the time. Not that he's due to lose. I don't know. I look at the win total for the Jets. I see them an underdog in 15 games, and they got a 5 spot to win, 5.5 even, so 6. That's one of those sticks out to me. I like the Jets. I like the Jets better than Pitt. Again, this is can Pittsburgh go 9-8 and Jets go, have 6 wins or whatever? Possibly, but I look at it as the value of a covering and things like that. I think the Jets are going to be better than Pitt in that aspect of it. Lauren likes the Reds today with Abbott and the Rays with Peepo. See, I couldn't do the Rays. I said yesterday, I think Gary says, got to fade more. And I'm like, man, that guy's been pretty good other than the start of the season, next couple of games. Trevor Rogers is a guy I liked in Florida. I thought a change of scenery would help him. I mean, last year he was 0-4. He was terrible. This year, though, man, I don't know. Trevor Rogers, again, first-round pick. The talent was there. Do I want to lay a 1.5? I get it's a bigger payday, Lauren. It was not on my card today. Not on my card. Couple games. I like I said, I want to do the Giants under. Giants first 5 there. Houston under, I couldn't get to 6.5. I threw it out here as a free pick. Erickson House. He likes the Yankees today with Stroman. Well, we know we're gonna get a bunch of dogs here from Eric. We know that. White Sox today. Again, they're a dog. I mean, the Pirates would be favored. The Reds with Abbott, I get it. The A's with Springs. I think Springs is a decent arm. They're going to get plus money. Brew Crew, no way the Dodgers can lose again, right? Dodgers can't lose. They're the Dodgers. They never lose. Mariners -1 for the payday. A woo setting. I like the Mariners today. I do like Seattle. Do like the over. I saw last night it was Scooble and it was supposed to be Evaldo. Would they push? We got Lats going on the hill tonight now. Groovy's in the house. Crochet loves pitching Chicago. Give me the Red Sox -1 first 5 and first 7 versus Horton. Is that Timmy Ho-Ho? Donuts and coffee? Red Sox and Crochet for Groovy. Can't wait for first baskets Tuesday, WNBA, Indiana. Natasha Howard, plus 950. See, the WNBA players should start betting on themselves. They want to make money. Because they're not going to get paid what the NBA guys are getting paid. Natasha, put a hold on yourself and pick up a dime. You gotta come back and give this one out. You know what? My pen is out, Groovy. Natasha Howard, Indiana, first basket, plus 950. JK's in the house. He likes Crochet. He likes the Booby in KC, a little Boobic action versus the Junk. White Sox has a dog Pirates again. And the Yankees with Stroman. I guess this is the no way Yanks can lose. I mean, Stroman's ERA is 6.66. I'm not getting behind him. No way. Gary says likes watching over 1.5. First 5 -120. 1.5 runs against Suarez. Oh, excuse me. I'm looking at the Angel game. Nick Pivetta. 2 runs versus Pivetta? Tell me Pavetta's bad on the road. A 4 ERA on the road. Okay. All right. Let's see. He's coming into 3 July starts a .49 ERA. 1 run in 18 innings. Well, 1 earned run, 2 runs total. 18 and a third innings, 1 run, 12 hits, 21 Ks. -120. Renard says Jets Pittsburgh has better quarterback, defense overrated. Come on. Pitt has a better quarterback. Aaron Rodgers? You like Aaron Rodgers? That work out for the Jets. Where's T Money? I need T Money to take a picture to come on. Jets outright week 1. I might use the Jets as a survivor. I'm tossed on my survivor week 1. Jets, Panthers, Ravens. Most guys do the biggest spread. Not me. Lauren says, got a Riley Green over 1.5 bases plus 135. He saved us. Saved us. We still had a losing Ruby prop, but, home run. He punched one across for us to get a little bit back there, Riley Green. I could do a Riley Green. Versus Lats. The Lats. JK's now a fan of Stroman, but I like the matchup. I mean, I get the Yanks had a huge day yesterday, right? Big comeback win. Finally, the offense broke out. I'm not a Yankee guy. I should say that. The Stroman, no. The Yanks need some work here before the trade deadline. But the problem is Arizona is going to come in here and sweep. Say they get this. They get a little sweep here from St. Louis. They pick up another spot here in the wild card run. Astros come to town out of Seattle. You got to win some games here. Can you punch together some wins? You got the Astros, then you got a couple versus the Pirates, and then you wind up in Detroit. So they got 2. Can they get 3, 4, 5, 5-1, 6-1, 7-1, 7-2, 8-2? Will 8-4? Will the 8-4 one be enough for them to hold on and not trade Suarez and Kelly? And that's who the Yankees are going at, Suarez and Kelly. Even Naylor at first base. I mean, Yankees use a first baseman. Gary, you can get to Pivetta early. That's just a tough one. The factor that it's minus 120 does kind of like, Pivetta, as well as he's been pitching, it's not like it's plus money. They think they're going to get there. Glad I didn't play the Blue Jays total. I like the under 8.5. It's 1-1 in the first inning, so good pass by me there. JK says, we'll never say Jets until they prove they're not the same old Jets. Butt fumble, Richard Todd. Richard Todd. We're going back to Richard Todd. A.J. Dewey in the Mud Bowl. Remember the Mud Bowl for the Jets? Panthers over 7.5 wins plus 140. 8.5, 260. Win division set. This is a boldie. Now, the Saints are going to struggle. Tampa, maybe the offensive line, Mike Evans getting up there. Godwin's always hurt. It's a bold choice. What do we got going on here? You got people ordering Amazon. There we go. See, this is what happens. They can't control themselves. This is an interesting one here, Tim. I'm not gonna lie with this. Where's my NFL stuff here for my wins and futures? Where's my circus stuff here? Division winner. What'd you get at? Plus 370. Not bad. It was 445 here. Again, this is a little past due here. This is actually printed out on June the 10th, so it could definitely have changed. A lot of again, Falcons. Again, I'm not loving the Falcons. I want to see some out of Penix. People want to say you want to see some out of Jets. Let's see some out of Atlanta with basically a rookie quarterback. You know what? Really, they just got to really beat one team here. They got to beat Tampa. 7.5 wins plus 140. Good for you at plus 140 because they got it juiced. Actually, no, they had a plus 150, so you're looking good. All right. Yeah, wide open. Again, I like them in week 1. I know the Jags got rid of their coach; they might be improved, but still, I like Carolina. I haven't gotten over their entire schedule yet. I'm moving along slowly in the NFL. I'm trying to do some college stuff here, but at first glance, I don't hate this. Yeah, I mean, Abbott's pitched well. I can tell you. I'm not going to tell you to take the Mets. Maybe Reds have got a little push in them. Who says the Higgs show's scary? Who's really watching the show? Natasha, our first base went down to plus 600 an hour. Somebody's watching. Now it's 6-1. So maybe a couple. I mean, maybe everybody in the chat hit it for $50, $100, $25. A bunch of people come in on it. Maybe they're like, "Oh boy, what's this?" Indiana game is Tuesday. It wasn't even an hour. You asked for that 20 minutes ago. 11:11 or 12:11, depending where you are. I'm in the Central. It's come down. Well, someone's watching the show, or people are, and a bunch of little bets come in. Maybe they moved it. I don't know what to tell you. Good job, Groovy. All right, let's get out of here on a Sunday. We got the Pirates over to 9, Cleveland over 7.5, Seattle over 6.5. Ribbies, we're heading to Arizona and Mikolos against St. Louis. Perdomas plus 190, Suarez 130, Del Castillo plus 190. DK might be a little bit higher on the odds. Yeah, the 6 one's not bad. No, 950 is a nice one. Can't say sushi midday money's a market move, right? Sometimes, now I'll tell you what. I mean, look at lines. I think maybe not as we go live, but within a day, you see those games move. I know. I mean, I don't say it's me, but I think over the years we've shown that getting lines on Sunday, and even when I do stuff on Wednesday for the next week, we're definitely ahead of the number there. But that's the past though. We got to worry about today and the new season. But there you go. We'll put them in the chat one last time. And then we'll be out of here. Be back on Money Monday. I'm thinking of, again, we are a week and a half out. Thursday will be a week to the Hall of Fame game. So we definitely got to grab some NFL and college football shows coming. Okay, say Sushi. Off the top of your head, which books offer look-ahead lines in NFL 8 days in advance? Well, they DK and FanDuel should have them up for you. They have them up. I mean, they have the whole season up. Oh, boy. Tim Rowe's coming in with the reverse jinx, trying to get his Mets a win. Guy puts $1 on the game trying to get his team a win. The old reverse Rooney. But, yeah, no, you should be able to log in and get those. I mean, let's see. I mean, I got Rams, Niners, October 2nd, DraftKings, Will Hill, MGM, ESPN bet. We got lines. I'll tell you what, Will Hill's got him plus 2.5. I take a plus 2.5 there. Jets, a 1.5-point home dog to the Cowboys. There is a 2.5 for Will Hill. See, Will Hill's got a little different line in some spots here. Here we go. Cincy at home. 1.5-point dog to Detroit. Again, this is for October the 5th, DraftKings. Nevada. I'm not in Nevada, bro. Guess these sushi head down to the South Point for the games. Circa, Westgate, they got the whole season up. They got season lines. I should have, you know what? I usually get them printed out. Normally let's go for Bet Bash. This time I had to double trip because I was out there last week. I should have asked them to print out stuff because they don't have the papers up, but they ain't got them. Come on. Come on. I always do that when I go out. I have a bunch of future stuff in hand. Yeah, definitely got to probably do a football show this week. Let's look at what is the let's see, Tuesday MLB, bunch of games. Wednesday MLB, a lot of games now. A Thursday 4-pack of MLB. So you know what? We'll maybe Thursday we'll roll in with a little NFL talk. I guess it's two. She says, to be clear, I'm looking to parlay NFL week 1 to a week 2 for a dime, same team. Again, I don't know. They should have these games up. You should be able to. Should be able to. See, everybody loves the app. I mean, they're all right. I like the ticket. I'm old school. Again, I had how many years from 90 to 2015, 2017? Is that 30 years of calling on a phone and not getting a ticket in my hand? 37 years? 27 years. So I'd go in person. Go in person. Walk into South Point. Ask. See if they'll take it. Be like, you know what? Who's in charge? Ask for. They got a book there. They got a boss there. I'd say ask for like Vinny or Chris, but they're probably, I know those guys. I mean, I'm sure they have some guy. There is a guy who sits out there in a little box at South Point, to the left there, away from the ticket writers. Ask to put something in. What are the words gonna say? No. Sportsbook, they take bets. They'll take a bet for a dime. JK likes the G-Men week 1. Well, you know what? Maybe we do a little look at lines again. It'll be our third look at lines, and we'll see where the lines have gone down and moved. So the Giants are still, 7. There are some 6.5s out there versus Washington. I think Washington's going to be a big team people are going to want to jump on, right, last year. But there could be a little sophomore slump there from Daniels. A lot of love on them. What do we got? I see a 46.5. I see a 45.5. Yeah, go to South Point in person. Worst they're going to say is no. Groovy says, September 1st, tax Illinois on phone users. Go in person. Go in person. Butch, you be 2 times over 47. Yeah, I wouldn't even know the guy's name. I'd just be like, all right, this is, 11, 26, my name or whatever, Westgate used to. Got a better idea. Recommend a week 1 parlay. Oh, you're asking me to do a parlay from week 1 to week 2? Give me time to go over that one. I can't do that one on the fly. Maybe a contest week 1 contest 4 weeks out. I should start doing the contests. Listen, I got a stack of jerseys. We'll have a lot of people in that one for week 1 if I start doing that now. Sapio, good to see you. Good luck to you. A same team parlay for weeks 1 and 2. I'd have to look. Let me go to week 2 NFL. What would that be? 18th. Let's see. Bills 8.5. Tennessee Colts. Patriots Steelers. Bucks Jets. Bucks 7.5 over the Jets. Oh my goodness. Commies 7.5 over the Raiders. Eagles Rams. You want the same team parlay? Weeks 1 and 2? Real simple for me here. Here we go. Same team, week 1 and 2 parlay. Where is it at? I would do Carolina +3 week 1 against Jacksonville. And at home, they're 1.5. So I'd say lay the 120 at home against Atlanta. I'm not back in line. I'm not a rookie quarterback on the road. No, thank you. Panthers as your same team week 1, week 2 parlay. That's where I'd be. There you go. 30% boost on FanDuel to stop you. Tigers are running up to +119. I'll do that. It's Lats. I know they've having trouble scoring runs, but you should be able to hit this guy. What's Scooble giving up to a team that's got under 50 times this year in 60 games, or not 60 games, but 50 and 30 in their totals or whatever? JK says, write it down. Write down the contest? What are we writing down here? What are we writing down? What am I writing down? All right. So, Guess Sushi likes it. Let's get booted. Get booted out for taking Carolina's week 1 and 2. 2 week same team parlay. Yeah, again, right off the bat, that's what I like. I like Carolina in week. I'm trying to think of teams I like in week 1, and then I bet in week 1. I'm going to do in week 2. Like, we're the Jets. Like, I'm taking the Jets in week 1. Then they're 7.5 on the road versus Tampa. See, I see that 7.5. I want to take the home team, or just any team at 7.5. I mean, Baltimore. Baltimore opens up week 1, 1.5 point dog at Buffalo, and then they're a 3.5 point favorite home to Detroit. I'm not going to get involved in that game. The Giants, doggy at Washington. They come home to their dog against Kansas City on Sunday night. Dimes are more only for the parlay. Oh, my goodness. Hey, listen. I like Carolina. I mean, San Fran. Where's San Fran week 1? Against Seattle. In a -1 spot there. Then they're home against Arizona. I don't love that spot. Seattle against the Saints. All right, here we go. You wanna get a little more nutty? You got Cleveland +5.5 week 1 home dog versus Cincy. Cleveland 5.5 week 1 home dog versus Green Bay. I'm going to take Cleveland those games. 5.5s. Right? I mean, how many times did I say this? Now we're going to hear people saying, oh, they just have to win by a touchdown. They can't win by 6. They can't win by 7. It's just a touchdown. The Browns at home, 5.5, 2 weeks in a row. I can do that one. I think you'll like this concept. Well, I like it because I'm always looking to the next week anyway, right? I think X happens in week, in X week. or whatever in week 1, and then in week 2 I get Y, right? That's why I do look at lines, and I talk about the opening lines on Wednesday night, right? Wednesdays are kind of like a pre-look at line show. I'm like, hey, the lines are up. Here we go. Quick little, it's a little show. We get the opening lines Tuesday night. We talk about them on Wednesday, and then Sunday we get the full look at a line show for the next week. But yeah, I like getting ahead because I think this is going to happen, X, Y, Z, and then the next week it's going to be ABC. Yeah, but if you're parlaying them, then what are you doing here? You hit the first one, the line moves, then you're gonna what? Go for some hedges? And granted, you're gonna have Carolina +1, and then they're 3. Then what do you do? Come back with the dog at +3? I don't know. I could always hedge out on a straight if need be. But that line's got to be something. It's got to be worth it. Again, is it a 3-point middle? Because short of your quarterback going down, the line's not going to jump all that crazy. Unless you're doing them now before the season starts. Hedging for half on the other side. You know me, hedging's for gardeners. I'm not a loving hedges. I understand the point though when you do that. And for me to come in and say that, I guess, hey, Susie, here's the thing. Me in my personal life, betting one way, people come in and chat, they're not going to do that because they're not going to have this. So, I mean, how many people that come into the chat are betting week 1 NFL? How many people bet week 0 college football? I have 7 games where every game I put out on Picks and Parlays and other channels, every line is moved. Except for maybe one. Every point spreads, every game is moved that I bet for week 0, week 1 college football. And now I'm not going to put up a package for those days. It'll just sit there and somebody's going to buy. They'll see, oh, he's got 8 games I'm going to buy, and then going to come in and complain about the lines. Well, I bet a month ago. People don't have a bankroll to bet football a month out, right? Everybody's worried about we gotta bet today's Nerfy. I got no money to put in an account for a month. So me saying to do that and make money, people watching aren't going to make money because they're not even betting ahead of time. They're doing day of betting. Look for a second week close to key numbers 3-7. So that way you're going to get either a flip of it. I get it. So, week 2, what do you got? Bills 8.5. Bucks 7.5. Washington 7.5. Again, Eagles are 4.5. 1.5. A lot of 1.5s. 3.5 Arizona, San Fran. 3 Dallas and the Bears 3-point favorite over the Cowboys. And then 3.5 Monday night. Again, stuff I'm just going back and forth on weeks 1, week 2, looking at lines. So it's a little whatever we got going on. Amazon arriving today. All right, here we go. Let me put these games back up in here one last time. We'll get them on the board. Winners and whiners. We'll use them. Pirates over 8. Cleveland over 7.5. Seattle over 6.5. Ribbies in Arizona. Perdomo 190. Suarez 130. Del Castillo 130. Follow winners and whiners. There is Picks and Parlays. There is Sean Higgs. Give them all a like, a follow. Be part of the Midday Money family. Football right around the corner. What's there to say? Had a good college football last year. I've had 2 really good football seasons in a row. So hopefully that continues. But we're out of here for Sunday. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye.